What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Castform Forms Pokemon team. This is going to be a team all based around Castform and its forms. I'll be utilizing every single one of its forms in different weathers. Also, I'll be showing off the shiny version, because in the past, they didn't really have very good shinies. They were exactly the same. And now in Blue and Diamond Shining Pearl, they actually looked like much better, which is really cool. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my streams, stuff like that. Link to the description of the video. Let's get into it. I've got 3 battles with the Castform team. This is a battle against Jenny. Now, I've got 2 more videos left for this year as well. There's one more theme team and other quite special video that I'm hoping I can get done for the end of the year. Okay, first Pokemon we got is the Togekiss, and I've got the normal Castform. Now, this Castform set's pretty fun. We got Facade, Weather Ball, Sandstorm, and Work Up. I've got the EV spread as max speed and max attack. Now, with the Sandstorm, that's going to allow me to actually make use of Weather Ball, so turning Weather Ball into a Rock-type move. Question of the day, what is your favorite Castform form? And do you think that Castform should have a form for its Sandstorm form? I reckon it should. I said this a little bit before in some other videos in the past, but I reckon it should have like some like rocks like sort of floating around it, or maybe some like rocks on its head, and maybe like sort of like a I don't know, maybe a rock around its face or something like that. I really feel they sort of missed the mark. I'm not sure. Like, why would you miss out the sand? That's a weather too, right? Anyway, I'm going to go for a Weather Ball here. I don't have any special attack Eve, so I didn't really imagine it to do that much damage, and it didn't, right? This set mainly works around the Work Up and the Facade with the Flame Orb. But sometimes I can make use of the Weather Ball a little bit. The thing about Castform is it's not really very tanky, and it doesn't hit very hard, so it's quite a difficult Pokemon to use. So we got the Togekiss. I think I used Baton Pass or swapped out, and we got the Jirachi coming in. So all I can really do is go for Facade here. Facade does pretty good damage considering it's a Jirachi, and I'm going to get hit by the Sandstorm. So this turn, I'm pretty much going to faint here. I do have the Pokemon that can do something to Jirachi, but Jirachi is going to outspeed me and go for a Zen Headbutt. So that is the end of the Castform. Now, out of all of these Castforms, I wanted to make use of every single type of weather. So we're going to go into Castform number 2 here. Let me just see what this set is, because I'm thinking, oh, it's my sunny one. So I've got the sunny Castform as Sunny Day, Solar Beam, Weather Ball, and Thunderbolt. This is max speed and max special attack. Pretty much most of them were, except for the very first one, right? So I've got the ability forecast, obviously, and I've got I can't believe I just said that. I've got the item life up. That's probably going to be like a top comment. Like, oh, you know what? I'm leaving it in there. You can roast me. So I've got the forecast Castform, right? See how that shiny changes? Before it was just like orange, like the top one, but now its head is actually very red. Like it's almost I wouldn't say a blood red color, but a very nice saturated red color. Looks good. So it's good to see there's actually a difference between the shinies. So it's not like just a boring lame shiny, like exactly the same one. So go for a Weather Ball here. Now Weather Ball is going to be turned into a fire type move, going from 50 base power to 100 base power with a Life Orb, and there's no way Jirachi is going to be able to be living that one. Next Pokemon here we got is Togekiss. So I can go for a Thunderbolt, or I can go for a Weather Ball here. I do have Thunderbolt for super effective, so I thought, well, that'll be pretty good. Now Togekiss is going to go for a Air Slash here. Air Slash does pretty good damage to the Castform, and of course, I'm going to get flinched. Now, Togekiss has got the Wish from the Jirachi before, and I really need to land one Thunderbolt here. I feel like I can leave probably one more Air Slash if I'm really lucky. So here it comes, and Castform is going to faint. I don't know what happened there. What the heck? It's like a glitch or something like that. It's just sort of, anyway, I fainted. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it just went to 0. So next Pokemon is going to be Castform here, and this Castform is going to be the rainy set. Now, before I can set my rain up, it's going to transform with forecast. And what I'm going to be doing here... Oh, wait, it's the hail one. Sorry about that. I'm getting my weather mixed up. It's been very hot in Australia, actually. The other day, it was 44 degrees Celsius. So, it's pretty toasty, I guess you could say. So now we're going to go into a very snowy Castform here. This is a Bright Powder forecast set with Hail, Blizzard, Protect, and Future Sight. Now, this set works fairly well. Out of all of the Castform forms, let's just leave the normal Castform out of it. I'd say this is probably the weakest one out of all of them, right? So it's got Blizzard, and that's pretty much it. It gets 100% accuracy with Blizzard, which is pretty good. Outside of that, I mean, it gets some other coverage moves. I thought to give it Future Sight because it gives at least a weighted fighting type Pokemon, but obviously it's going to be delayed a couple of turns, and by the time you use that, you know, Castform is usually fainted. So Togekiss is going to be going down to a Blizzard there, and the next Pokemon to come out is going to be Muck. Now, I had the item of Bright Powder too, which is quite nice. Same EV spread, max speed, and max spread stack Timid Nature. So Muck is going to go for an Acid Armor. It's like, okay, interesting. Acid Armor Muck. So they're boosting their defense. It's like, all right, they're boosting their defense. That's okay because I've got a fully special set, so I'm not really going to be worried about that too much. All right. Now the hail has stopped there. The forecast is going to run out and it's going to turn me back into a normal Castform there. Some floating little balls, right? Now I can go for a future side here, or I could set the hail up and then go for Blizzard. And it's like, well, I don't think I'm going to live much from Muck, right? You know, it's got a pretty decent attack. So Blizzard is going to miss, unfortunately, and Muck's going to go for an explosion. Acid Armor explosion on your PIMPNITE shell. The Bright Powder kicks in on the explosion, and Muck is going to faint in a salty rage. Oh, that felt good. Like, only that 10% chance. I was so lucky. Next Pokemon is going to be the Banana. Now, this is a 4v4 battle, by the way. I've got Blizzard to go for, and it's going to land there. It does some pretty good damage to Banette there, around half health. Very happy about that. And now Banette is going to be going for a Confuse Ray. So I can't use any Ghost-type moves at the moment, which I guess is an advantage because I'm a normal type now, which is good. Now I thought, well, I'll probably hit myself for Confusion. Let's be real here. So I'm going to swap that out and go into my other Castform. This was the Rainy Castform, which I believe is the best Castform. It's got the most, it's just got the best moveset, as I'll explain in a sec. So Banette's going to go for a Pain Split there. Very interesting. He's got Confused Ray and Pain Split. I'm going to go for Rain Dance here, and this is going to turn me into the Rainy form. As you can see on the Rainy form there, or pretty much on all the shinies, the little head changes color. So as you'll see on the Rainy one, it sort of looks like a big drip, teardrop, and its eyes sort of go that very greeny color there. It looks very, very cool. But yes, this is a Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Hurricane, and Thunder set. All of them complement each other from the rain. You know, Weather Ball gets a double power boost, Hurricane can't miss, and Thunder can't miss. So definitely the best Castform set there. I had the item as Poker Sash and the ability Forecast. I'm just going to keep doing that the whole battle. So go for Weather Ball, and it drops Banette in one shot. They didn't even stand a ghost of a chance. And that, my friends, is the very first battle. Thank you, Jenny, for the battle. And let's get on to battle number 2 here. How about that Muck and Explosion and Bright Powder? Oh, that was lucky. Next Pokemon. Sorry, next player, not Pokemon. It is a Pokemon, though. We've got battle here against Nathan, and he's got a Gastrodon. So I've got my Castform lead here. Now, I really wanted to try and get a workup with my Castform, so I could go work up, Flame Ball kicks in, and then go for a Facade, because that'll hit pretty hard with max attack. It'll be stabbing, you know, your Facade will get a double base power. So I go for work up turn 1 here. I was just hoping I could leave Gastrodon's attack. Gastrodon isn't really like, I mean, it'd have to be a very, very powerful special attacking set to probably one-shot me. And it's going to go for a Rain Dance. Like, oh, that sucks because, I mean, it's okay, but it's going to transform me into the Rainy form. You know what I mean? So I won't get the stab from Facade. So I'm like, this actually isn't very good. I need to actually get rid of this weather. So what I should do, right, I'm thinking, well, I could go for Sandstorm. Sandstorm will change me out of the Rainy form, right? And then I'll be normal so I can use Facade. And then I can still use Weather Ball as well if I need to for a Rock type move. Not that it's going to do anything to Gastrodon, you know what I'm saying? So Gastrodon, I'd say it's not going to use a Water type move now that it's set Rain Dance up. I'd say it's probably going to use a Ground type move. So go for Sandstorm and getting rid of the Rain Dance. So, there's very interesting, maybe on the Gastrodon there. Something to do with the rain on their set. So transform me again back into the little Castform, normal Castform, and Gastrodon is going to be going for a Earth Power, like I sort of thought. So here it comes. Earth Power does pretty good damage to Castform right there. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. So I need to make this next turn really, really count. Otherwise, you know, Castform's done, right? So I'm going to get hit by the burn there. I can go for Facade. I know that I can outspeed it too. It's going to be a normal type now. So I'll pop in that Facade on the Gastrodon. It dropped it in one shot. It's absolutely bodied it. So that's the end of that, which is very, very good. So I finally got to use my workup Facade strategy there. The main problem was, you know, Castform would usually die turn 1. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Colgate. That's right, so I've got to clean my teeth soon. It's almost bedtime. And I've got, it's another Togekiss. So 2 Togekiss in a row. So I thought, well, I could go for Weather Ball here, being a super effective Rock-type move. But I've got max attack and Facade, so let's see how much that is going to do. Look at the beautiful, sweet damage it does to Togekiss. Togekiss is going to be a physical sounds like, oh no. Oh my goodness. So it's going to have it could be Hustle. Hustle, Drain Punch, Tokus, and that is the end of my Castform. I need to take this thing out lickety-split, you know what I mean? So Tokus is going to take some damage there from the Sandstorm, and I'm going to bring in my next Castform. So I'm not going to transform here. Now, what Castform is this one going to be? Let's have a quick little look out. There's nothing to do. Oh, it's a sunny one. So I've got Thunderbolt here. Wait, I can go for a Weather Ball. So I can go for the Weather Ball. Double base power turns it into a rock type move. I don't even need to set any weather up at all. So this is perfect, right? So hitting Tokus for a very hard move, and it's going to be going down. That is the end of the physical Tokus. Like, in Dynamax, physical Tokus isn't actually all that bad. I did like a Max Knuckle Airstream one, but obviously not with, the special, not the boring, nasty plot Max Airstream one. The other one, like, it was pretty good because you could use the hustle and not miss in Dynamax. Sort of makes me miss Dynamax a little bit. Can't believe I'm saying that, but there you go. That's the story. Next Pokemon here, I was sort of like going off on a ranting tangent there. Next Pokemon here we got is the Empoleon. Another difficult Pokemon to get around here. I'll need to actually swap the weather around. So I'm hoping that it uses a water type move because that'll actually be powered down by the sun. And I'll resist the steel type move too, so it's not a bad idea going for Scummy Day. So getting that on the field there, and they're going to go for a Brine. I was like, man, Brine is a pretty fire move there. It's going to be super effective. It would have dropped me if I didn't put the sun up. So I've got Thunderbolt here. Thunderbolt is probably going to be about I'd say probably a 2 to 3 hit KO, probably 2 hit KO on Empoleon, depending on how much bulk they're running, right? So Thunderbolt hits very hard. There's a clean 2 hit KO there, and I get a Paralyze. Like, wow, that was really, really lucky. So, got that RNG going my way. A little bit of Life Orb damage there, and now Empoleon's going to go for a Brine. Brine's going to get a double base power boost, and that is the end of my Sunny Castform. I was sort of hoping they get a Paralyze there, but it never happened. Next Pokemon, well, it's going to be a Castform. So Castform is going to be transforming here in the sun, and it's not my Sunny set. I'd say, wait, I know what this set is. This is the ice set or the snowy set. Out of all the Castform, I didn't say my answer to that question. The question of the day, right? Your favorite Castform form. I'd say my favorite would be the snowy one. I'd really like to know what your one is there. And I don't know. I'm sort of hopeful we get another Castform, a couple of new Castform forms in the future. Maybe we will. Maybe the Sandstorm one will finally get a form. So transforming there, I don't really have a lot. I didn't think they'd go for a steel type move here, and they did. I was like, oh, what? So they're going to go for a Metal Claw brining Empoleon. It is PIMPNITE's channel after all. So they're paralyzed, right? I've got Blizzard, which is quad resistant, and I've got Future Sight. My future's not looking very bright. So I went for the Blizzard. It did pretty good damage when you think about it, and Metal Claw is going to miss. Man, I hate it when Metal Claw misses. Not that you use Metal Claw too often, but it can miss. So I was like, hey, all right, let's go for a Protect here. Let's get some hail racking up the damage here. Like, desperate times call for desperate measures. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the hail damage, it did as much as my Blizzard. I'm not joking. Like, watch this. So here comes a Blizzard. Oh, he probably did a little bit more than about 2 hails, right? Empoleon's going to go for a Brine here. And Brine has finished off my Castform. It's a disaster, people. So that's the end of our Castform number 3. However, the hail is going to take out the Empoleon, which is very, very good. Now I'm down to one more Castform here, and wait, what one? No, this is the rainy one. So this is definitely the best Castform on my team. The only problem here is I've got to transform. Now the next Pokemon is Magneton. I'm very scared at the moment because any Steel type move will destroy me. But I thought, well, I could go for Rain Dance here. That'll turn me into a Water type, right? I'll resist the Steel type move, and then I might be able to hit it with a powerful Weather Ball, something like that, right? That was the plan anyway, with the Castform. So setting that Rain Dance up there, I've also got the Focus Sash too, so I know that I can definitely live one attack, unless it's got something, I don't know, like annoying like Thunder Wave. That could be a problem too. So Forecast kicked in there, and now Magneton is going to go for a Metal Sound. There is, I'm going to be real with you, even a Steel type move is going to take me down to my Focus Sash now. Magneton's got like very, very big special attack. So I've got Thunder, and that's going to do heaps of damage. So let's go for Weather Ball, right? Weather Ball's going to be double powered up. I don't know whether this is going to have Sturdy or anything like that, but I'm hoping it doesn't. And it hits it very hard, and it still doesn't take it down to, well, even at Sturdy. It's going to go for a T-Bolt here, and Castform is going to be living on 1 health. So this is my last move to use. I know that I can outspeed the Magneton here, and that is the end of it with the Weather Ball. I would have liked to retain my Focus Sash, but, I was versing a pretty powerful, counter right right there. So our next Pokemon that we got is the Turtwig. Wait, it's not a Turtwig, it's a Torterra. This is their last Pokemon. It was a 4 versus 5. I've popped the Hurricane here in hopes they'll get confused, right? Very good damage. Unfortunately for me, right, I get no Hurricane confusion, and Torterra is going to take me out with a Disrespect Giga Drain. And that, my friends, is a second battle, but a pretty close one there when you look at it. Some pretty good nice counters on the other side of the field. But seriously, though, Rainy Castform is by far the best one out of all these. Its set just works the best. So this is a battle, battle number 3. This is against Huntdown, and we got a Surskit lead. I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. I wonder what this is going to be. So I set my Castform on the field, right? I'm looking around for a little bit on the other side of the field. There's a spider there. It is Australia after all. And then I see it's level 2. I'm like, what is this? It's got to be a troll strategy. So I've got Facade, Weatherborn, Sandstorm. I'm like, hang on. You know, I know all about these troll strategy, right? So let's set the Sandstorm up and, let's get around. Now, hopefully this will counter, right? So getting that Sandstorm up, then I can go for, like, any move and take it out. So it's going to go for a Scald House. Like, this is probably going to burn me. It actually, wait, it critted me. A level 2 Surskit did 3 damage to me. Like, that was actually pretty impressive when you think about it. So Sandstorm does, lots of Surskit's health right there, and I can go for any type of move here and take out the Surskit. I've got no idea. I'm thinking maybe it's got Sticky Web, but outside that, I wasn't really sure what the set was about, especially, being a level 2 Surskit, right? Our next Pokemon we got is the Pachyrissa. It's shiny. It's very pink. It's looking quite happy. I'm going to go for a Weather Ball here on Pachyrissa. Now, Pachirissa's got some pretty good special defense, so I knew that it wouldn't do very much damage. Plus, I didn't have any special attacking EVs as well, as this was my Facading set. So since I got some initial damage on Pachyrissa, I can't get paralyzed or anything like that. I might worry about something like Sweet Kiss, some sort of troll move like that, but I can't get paralyzed by Nuzzle, right? So outspeeding the Pachyrissa, going for Facade, and that is going to drop Pachyrissa. That's great. So you probably have to say that Surskit can't really do anything, because if it had a Focus Sash, it's gone. Don't know if it's got one, but I don't think it can really do much. It'd have to rely on purely status moves. So that's Pachyrissa down. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Camerupt, right? It's also a shine, looks very, very cool. I always like Camerupt, looks good. Now, they've also got 4 Pokemon on their team. So I was like, okay, well, let's go for Facade again there. It's going to try and get as much damage as possible. Facade drops Camerupt in one shot. It's like, holy smokes, it's taken it out. So there's only one more Pokemon left, and it was a Pokemon I was very, very scared of, right? I looked in Team Preview, right, and, almost hit the run button. So the next Pokemon there is going to be Gallade. Like, any sort of fighting type move is going to destroy me. So normal cat. Oh shit! I nearly dropped my drink over there. I nearly knocked it over. Like it's next to me, right? And I hit it and nearly spilled on my keyboard. Man, I'm lucky about that. So go for Facade there. Outspeeding Gallade does really, really good damage. Unfortunately, Gallade is going to have a great move. Not only is it going to have a super effective move, it's going to have Drain Punch, which is going to allow it to get health back too. From my Facade, which is very, very bad. So that's the end of my Castform. I almost got a Castform sweep there, or a mini Castform sweep. I was actually looking over my very, very last Castform sweep. It would have been from 5th Gen days. I'd say, 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, I did a sweep the Castform, and I did just Castform, right? And I just did like a Choice Scarf one in all the weathers. No boosting at all, and I managed to get a sweep with it. So I looked at the other day, it was like really awesome. Like, maybe I should redo Castform. It's been a very long time. Anyway, back to the battle. I'm reminiscing and ranting again. I'm going to go, wasn't really ranting, but more reminiscing, right? So setting up the Hail against the Gallade, I thought, well, I might be able to get lucky here with some Bright Powder, right? If Bright Powder activates, I can hit it hard and fast with the Blizzard and maybe get a Freeze Axe. That was the idea anyway. Now, Gallade is going to not go for Drain Punch, it's going to go for Hypnosis. And Hypnosis lands, and my Castform is sleeping now, which is unfortunate. I guess I was kind of surprised it landed that, Hypnosis actually plus my Bright Powder. You're going to be pretty lucky to land that. Now, Gallade is a big problem here. I can't swap out. Like, all of my other Pokemon are going to get one shot. I mean, apart from my other Castform, which I don't really want to spoil its Focus Sash there, so I got to keep it in. So here comes the Drain Punch here, and Castform. Wait, this is my Focus Sash one. What am I talking about? This is the Focus Sash one. That's it. All right, I'm sorry it's a new year. I've had a few drinks. I'm feeling quite jolly. So anyway, we've got some leftovers on this Gallade, right? It's almost back to full health here, right? I think the hail's just going to do a bit of damage. So I'm going to go for the Blizzard here, and Blizzard, look at the look at that damage. That's cruel. That was like a really powerful attack too for my Castform. So Drain Punch is going to get loads of health back there, and Castform, well, that's the end of Castform. I've got 2 more Pokemon left here. Things are looking extraordinarily desperate, right? Surskit's no worries, but Gallade is a very, very big problem, right? At least I'm being able to actually, outspeed it somewhat. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to bring in is going to be my Castform. Funny about that, right? And the transformation is going to turn me into a Ice type, which is bad because that's going to make me, very weak to all these fighting type moves. The only one that can probably, my sunny one and my rainy one could possibly live that, because at least it's not going to be super effective. So I was like, you know what? I've got nothing to lose here. Let's go for Thunderbolt. Let's get it paralyzed, right? I may as well go for it because I'm probably going to get one-shotted. And the Gallade is going to go for Hypnosis again, and my Castform is going to get put to sleep again right there. Oh, man, I wish that Hypnosis would miss. So I need it to be instead of Hypnosis, I need it to be Hypno-Miss, So Gallade's getting some more health back there to Leftovers. Actually, Leftovers was really annoying because if it wasn't there, I would have actually had some more damage from all that hail turns, right? Now I'm going to be sleepy here, of course, and now Gallade can freely go for a Drain Punch. Drain Punch is going to drop me in one shot, and Gallade's going to get all the health back. The damage that I did to it from the Blizzard and stuff like that, and the hail damage. So bye-bye Castform. I've got one more Pokemon left, and it is my Rainy Castform. Wait, is it my Rainy Castform? I don't think it's my Rainy Castform. Wait, this is really annoying, right? With all these weathers, I don't know which Castform's what. It's like, it's one of the weathers happening, right? So next Pokemon is Castform, right? It's Castform. That's all you need to know. It's just a little purple head with floating balls. It is the rain one. What was I talking about? So I've got Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Hurricane, and Thunder. I'm going to get roasted so hard for this in the comment section. So anyway, I can go for a Hurricane here. I'm not even going to bother to transform. It's like, let's get a Confusion, right? So Hurricane, it's very, very hard there. I do not get a Confusion, and Hypnosis lands for the 3rd time in a row. Come on. So now Castform is sleeping right now. I need this to wake up. Like, if I can get this to wake up, I've got it in the bag, right? Because there'll only be a Surskit left. And, what's that going to do? Like, 2 damage? So, Castform's sleeping this turn. And Gallade is going to go for a Drain Punch here. And that's going to put me all the way down to my Focus Sash. Wait, how did I live on 1 health before? Wait, I lived on 1 health before without a Focus Sash. I just realized that. I know what's going on right now. Man, the merch is available. I'm sorry I'm a bit late on that one. But anyway, back to the battle there. So I've got one chance here. If I can wake up and Hurricane, that'll be great. But unfortunately, my Castform is going to stay asleep. And Gallade is going to take me out with a Disrespect Psycho. And that's the game, people. I got trolled by Hypnosis Gallade. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you tomorrow for another fresh and tasty upload. Peace out.